Here is the first of 3 theories involving team collapses. And these videos are going to be about teams that had a chance to possibly make the playoffs near the end of the year, but for one reason or another, they just blew it. And this one is going to talk about the 2016 Lions. The last 2 years for the Lions were really weird. They brought in Jim Caldwell to be their new head coach. Then in 2014, they had one of the league's best defenses. They ended up going 11-5, their best record in over 20 years, and made the playoffs for the first time since 2011, but just missed out on getting the division and a first-round bye contention, and then lost to the Cowboys in the wild card. Then the next year, they fell completely on their face, starting off 0-5, then 1-7, then at the halfway mark, they all of a sudden turned around, finished 6-2 to finish 7-9. So in 2016, no one knew exactly what would happen with the Lions. And the first half of the season, they were 4-4, still hanging in there in the playoff race, but not looking like the best. But then the team went on to win 5 in a row, and with 3 weeks remaining, they were 9-4. Not only were they leading the NFC North, but they had the 2nd seed in the NFC playoffs on the line. But the Lions, of course, would lose their final 3 games to finish 9-7. It was still enough, though, to make the playoffs, where they would lose the Seahawks in the wild card, and as of going into 2021, still remains the last time the Lions made the playoffs. But what if this didn't happen? What if this collapse did not happen? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if? An NFL theory. Unfortunately for the Lions, the last 3 games of the year were not going to be easy. The first game on the list was at the also 9-4 Giants. Then after that, it was the final Monday night game of the year where they had to go to the 12-2 Cowboys. And then they would host the final Sunday night game of the year against the 9-6 Packers with the division title on the line. So yeah, all 3 of their final games, 2 of them are on the road, and all of them are against teams with not only winning records, but playoff appearances. And Cowboys had the best record in the NFC that year. The Packers made it to the NFC Championship. Yeah, that's not an easy schedule whatsoever, and it's not a surprise whatsoever the Lions lost all 3 of them. But in this scenario, they're going to win all 3 of them. The Packers won, they were within a touchdown of. So you could say maybe they made a comeback. The Cowboys won, they were tied at 21 going into halftime, but then they let the Cowboys score 21 unanswered points, so maybe they had a chance to get it. And then you could just say they somehow beat the Giants still. So in this situation, the Lions are 12-4. What happens? Well, they not only win the NFC North over the Packers, since they beat the Cowboys, they both tie as the best record in the NFC, and since the Lions beat them, the Lions now have the #1 seed, as the Cowboys fall to the 2nd seed, the Falcons fall to the 3rd seed, the Seahawks fall to the 4th seed, and the Packers fall all the way down to the 6th seed. So in the playoffs, the Falcons would still beat the Packers like they did in the NFC Championship. The Giants, though, would visit the Seahawks, and seeing how bad the Giants played against the Packers, I think the Seahawks can do just like they did to the Lions. So the divisional round would be the Falcons now at the Cowboys, the conference championship we almost had. I think the Cowboys would be able to hold on to get the win. But the Seahawks would visit the Lions, and this would be pretty interesting and possibly pretty close. But at the same time, the Seahawks, just like the Lions, were struggling. They were 7-2-1 at one point, and then they collapsed to 10-5-1, so they also were not doing good. And the Falcons torched them in the divisional round. So I think the Lions at home would do just enough to get the win and avoid their trouncing they took in the wild card in real life. So the conference championship would be the Cowboys at the Lions. That would be insane, because remember, they played each other on Monday night a few weeks earlier. And the Lions played really well against the Cowboys in the first half. Then the second half, they choked. But I think with the rematch, the Lions this time around would get it. So they would make it to Super Bowl 51 in their first title appearance since 1957, their first Super Bowl appearance, where they would have to face the Patriots. But unfortunately for them, the Lions just did not have the offense like the Falcons did. So there's no 28-3. The Patriots would probably lead and dominate for the entire game and win their title pretty convincingly and easily. But hey, that's just a theory, an NFL theory. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this short one. The next one coming will be a lot more interesting, and it would be even more closer to reality than this 2016 Lions one. I cannot wait to talk about that. So see you guys shortly soon for that one.